Here we go. Here we go, baby. There he is. Welcome back, everybody. Colin Thompson in the flesh. Where are you, dude? Where are you? Are you in some sort of hole?
I'm in my hotel room. You know, Mick, not everyone lives a life of luxury, and I luckily get to do it. Not everyone's looking out at the beach or you're looking out at the sound or the bay or whatever it is there.
I've been making my rounds. I've been trying to locate myself on a different deck throughout Sea Isle. Unfortunately, Shawnee Pooh, shout out to Sean Pat, and I was going to post up at deck 58 today, but Homer has it on lockdown until tonight. So unfortunately, I am in the shore bungalow set up in the back. Happy Friday morning, folks. Are you ready? Oh, my God, Colin, are you ready?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready. I'm coming to you live from Minnesota.
Sambone the Shore Month. We're off and running. Sambone the Shore Month. Beer Month is officially in the books, and it was one hell of a month. Unfortunately, we have to make that transition, but there's a big week going on here in Sea Isle City. Quote unquote Delco week, dude. It is Delco week here at the Jersey Shore. I don't know how they continue to get away with it, but I absolutely love it. There's a lot of love out here from Delco, and they're getting after it day in, day out. Talk about the beach game setup. Dude, there is the ultimate beach Olympics going on the 63rd block here in Sea Isle City. I was jealous. My jaw was dropping. They had 4 or 5 cutout whiteboards with brackets. There's probably 5 or 6 beach games set up. I'm like, dude, Delco does it right. And that's why they get away with it. That's why they're able to brand one county. We come up from Bucks County, right? Yeah, Bucks County has a strong brand, but it's not
really
like that. It's so different. I continue to get caught up in it, man.
Yeah, it's more like if Delco's a fan base, so in the SEC, they're just, it's everyone flies the flag, everyone rocks the colors, everyone there's no debating what's best. Even though something could be better, Delco's the best, right? They know it, they own it, they grab it, they hold it. It's Delco,
Yep.
And if you guys, listening that are Delco fans, we did an awesome episode. I mean, I think our location episodes are unrivaled. For other listen to a lot of shows, we dive deep into good stories. We have good guests on. We talk about local businesses. We talk about fun things to do, not just eating and drinking. Check out the Delco episode. It was awesome. Delco steaks. We had a bunch of supporters for it. Sorry if I'm forgetting people, but it was a fun one. It was a bear. We should have broke it up.
No, there's just something to be said about it, man. It's a tight-knit community of Samboners that love to just get after it, hang out, represent their small town, get into the local aspect of it where they got their their corner pubs, their go-to corner pubs, their go-to sandwich spot. Dude, shout out, love Delco, every bit about it. Although for all you people out there, I'm from Bucks County. Colin's from Bucks County. We're not from Delco. Get it all the time. But yeah, man, nothing but a lot of fun here. Samboner Show. Quick shout out to our sponsors. Without further ado, it's time to Sambone the Shore, original Fudge Kitchen. Does it get any more shore than the original Fudge Kitchen? Shipping fudge all over the country. I know Colin and the entire Minnesota Vikings have been basically using that as fuel through this spring camp, right? I mean, that's how you get by.
They got a nice little care package being sent out here that the guys here don't know about it yet, but we're about to get some fudge rocking, some saltwater taffies rocking.
I mean, how are you going to do 3 a days without fudge?
The nice thing is we don't have 3 days anymore. Those things are extinct. If not, there's no way I would be able to sit in front of this microphone right now and talk to you. Thank God. On a football note, though, we did 3 days in high school. I did 2 days in high school. It just changed when we got to college, and now the sports science stuff is crazy. We can get into all that. But yeah, I mean, literally, like I said on my show, Mick, Fudge Kitchen sent 48 hours, a company in Houston, Texas, bought a care package, 25 boxes of fudge, chocolate-covered pretzels, strawberries, saltwater taffy, to sample as a company to see if they're going to give them to their clients for the holidays, as a Christmas gift. So
yeah, that's awesome.
That was really cool and unique. 48 hours, man, from Cape May, New Jersey, all the way to Houston. So Fudge Kitchen, if you guys like to worry about the freshness and all that shipping, they do it really well.
Yeah. Another shout out quick to our friends at the Wharf in Wildwood, New Jersey. Appreciate all the support there.
Love that
Just
spot.
looking back on beer month. Yeah, we spent the day there on July 4th. We were there a couple days later, supposed to do the live show. Unfortunately, they had some problems there, but just to talk about one of the most legendary shore spots on the corner. Get there by foot, get there by car, get there by boat. Highly recommend go
Like
by boat. You can pull up on one of those
Uber.
slips and walk right into the new beach bar. An additional 500 seats, little shack right in the middle, slinging drinks. Got the food truck to the side, all kinds of beach games. Very family fun, filled environment. We got a nice 2 good, strong summer months ahead of us. You can't discount September, right? August, September are 2 strong shore months. I highly advise you to get over to the Wharf and check it out.
It's a campus, Mick. It's a campus there.
Like, it is a campus.
It's a
really
campus.
is.
Like where we were going to do our live show, and for put in perspective, people on the shore remember they had the power outages all over Wildwood. I think the power plant like over in Rio Grande, something happened. So we were there ready to do the show and do all this Sambone and all this, and it just wasn't ideal, right? It just popped down. But long story short,
do appreciate there. There was probably a good handful, let's say a couple dozen, Samboners that decided to trek on over there and support the show. Do appreciate that. Sambone Nation is coming on strong, Colin. And, we couldn't be more, thankful for everybody's support and love. And last but not least, shout out to our good friends, Magerks, especially the folks at home, Fort Washington, Horsham, PA. Hope to do some more live footage from, Magerks and Horsham and Fort Washington here in the fall. Just a great spot to, roll up your sleeves, watch a Phillies game, watch a Birds game in the fall. Great menu, great food selections. So really do appreciate Magerks. And then finally, without further ado, our good friends at Hank's Sauce in Sea Isle City, proud affiliate of Hank's Sauce. Go online. They're doing all kinds of just crazy collaborations with other different companies, just whipping out all these different types of new flavors, always getting creative. Go online, support the Samboners, support the Samboner show. Use the discount code SAMBONE, and we're ready to roll. Ready to roll, like you like to say, Colin.
That's my boy. I love
Who's that? Your boy from Barstool? Who's that guy?
Stu Feiner. You're like, I don't know about him.
Stu Feiner. That dude's off his rocker, man.
I love it, man. That guy he makes me laugh so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we're all individuals, no shit. But sometimes some people make you laugh harder than others. That guy, when he's sprinting through his backyard with his dog and he's up in front of the camera and he's swinging a wiffle ball bat and he's like pissed. Like to me, it's like the funny. I just cry laughing. He's got the spread of food.
I'm back.
He's got like eight cups of coffee in the morning, 15 egg whites, 2 things of toast. You're like, what is this guy doing? And on a side note, of course, we're off the rails. Go listen to the Twisted History is a really cool podcast that Barstool does. With a legend, of course, the host. I was slipping my name right now. Really big guy. He used to have a Sirius XM show. Really smart guy. Whatever. He had Stu on to do the history of Stu Feiner. If you're looking for a show other than this one, Twisted History of Stu Feiner. He was the #1 gambler in the world. He had a hit from Mafia out from him. He was in like millions of dollars of debt, and then he made like millions of dollars overnight. Like chaos. Like you want to talk about chaos? He bought like a plot of land in Long Island for like nothing, and now it's worth zillions. Like he just spends millions on a whim because money doesn't matter. Like just whatever. I know we're off, but Twisted History is Stu Feiner.
No, I like that because I'm a big documentary guy, and I'm not looking to roll out a documentary of Stu Feiner, but a podcast documentary style type of. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh man, they used to have a great show. Of course, he's slipping my name, but. Listen to Twisted History. You'll like that. He goes in like the Twisted History of World War II, like not the obvious stuff. Those things that happen behind the closed doors that you're like, wow, that was really, weird or whatever. So I digress.
No,
what's the latest on the shore, buddy?
Oh man, dude, we are running and gunning. People are like, it's already August. It's already August. Like, you know what, man? I'm having some fun here. This has been a really good summer. I will say though, the day here seems to just run longer than the week. Like it's these days just go forever and ever and ever. And, that's the beauty of going down the shore and just being able to, wind down your laptop, 4:35, head to the beach and just sit on the beach for 2-3 hours, have a couple pops, let the kids run around. There's nothing better, man. There's nothing better than just living at the Jersey Beach during the shore. These kids are getting a ton of life lessons learned, and just the freedom that you have down here. It's something to be said about it, man.
Yeah. I like we know in here. I've lived down there through a couple 2-3 years, straight through winters, straight through falls. I mean, other than January and February, I could do the entire year there.
Wow. Now that's a stretch. That's a
No,
stretch.
it's
Hold
not
on,
at
real
all.
quick.
Have you ever done
Hold on.
it?
Let me ask you- No, I haven't done it. I wish we could. Maybe when we
I think
retire.
see how there's not as much going on year round as there was in Cape May. Everything's open in
Yeah.
Cape May year round.
Do you consider yourself a shooby?
No, I consider people that come in Labor Day, Memorial Day, and Labor Day. I think they're shoobies.
So
Like,
you're
why is it
outside of
over?
that. Yeah, I mean, if you own and you go outside of that, you're not a shooby. But like, help me understand. I feel like 9 times out of 10, you talk to somebody that lives here full time. They'll always say, "Oh, I can't wait till this rat gets out of here. Come September 1st, the island dies down, everything's
Right.
back to normal." But like, give me a break, right? We pay taxes. We we produce tons of revenue for this island, and we bring it more camaraderie, right? Don't you want to hang out with a bunch of people rather than let all these people go and then you have your peace and quiet again? Like, I don't understand that.
Well, you're back with your locals, right? It becomes Mick. Like it becomes your neighborhood, right? Like imagine if your neighborhood in Bucks County filled up for like 4 months, like crazy. You'd be like, man, I'm looking forward to it.
Look at you spinning it that way. I haven't really thought of it that way.
I'm
I think I would
getting
love
back-
it.
I'm getting back to Lower Bucks being, back to the fall and that because I get it. Like in September and Cape May and October, like you can get a seat. You can go back and get back to your local group. You can see your, the local bartenders and chefs. And when they get off their shift at the Seaview, we go to the schooner and sit out back and enjoy that. It's a little calmer. There's still people in town. The weekends still swell up a little bit, but your Monday to Friday, your day to day, I truly could, honestly. We did it. My wife and I considered it, but we wanted a little bit more. We moved to Annapolis. Other than January and February, you got to get out of Dodge. It's
I think
quiet.
September is a good transition because you're right. There's a good still like 25-30% of the people.
Dude, October's incredible down there. You get like October's a 70-degree day. And like there's never really a bad time. And then Christmas is like awesome. Again, on Cape May, it's number one small town Christmas parade in the country. Like there's a lot to do. That's my bye week this year too. We should definitely hit that up if I'm home. If I'm here,
great.
First weekend in December. So again, I don't believe in like it's time to go. Like we used to have a red light party, meaning all the time, all you see is taillight party on the way out of town on Monday, on Labor Day weekend. It was like a big party in Cape May every year. So I don't know, man. I don't like the pack up crowd. That always rubs that out. Like why?
Like, I don't know. Down the shore. I see both sides of it. I really do. But I really don't understand why people are so quickly to want to kick us to the curb and get back to your, everyday suburban life.
Yeah, get out of here, man. You're either in or out, baby.
Yeah. Where are you from? Be careful, by the way. Be careful. If you tell somebody that you're from Philadelphia and you live in like Southampton, Bucks County, or Upper Dublin of some sort, you're gonna get shit for it. Like there's a major debate going on. Like you're either from Philadelphia or you're from the suburbs. Just tell us where you're from. But at the end of the day, we're all diehard Phillies fans. We're all diehard Eagles fans. Like
depends,
right? Why people get caught up.
We actually had a good debate about this in the sauna 2 days ago. And guys are sitting there.
Hopefully you were clothed.
Yeah. Yeah, always. And good debate. If we weren't, what's the difference? I think it was the debate. Like, where are you from, Colin? I'm like, I'm from Philly. If you're in Minnesota, you say you're from Philly. But if you're at the Jersey Shore, you say I'm from Bucks County. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? I'm from.
What's wrong with that? What is the harm in that? Like people from Cherry Hill, you're from Philly.
You're from Philly. I'm from the area. Oh, I live, and I think you make the debate. Like if someone says, where you're from? I'm from Philly. And someone could say, well, where in Philly? I live in South Philly. That's what you would say. I live in North Philly. I live in East Philly.
I'm 10 miles north of Philly in the burbs. Like who gives a shit? Honestly, who gives a shit? We all bleed green. Well, most of us do.
Yeah.
You're bleeding purple right now.
I'm bleeding whatever. Yeah, purple. That's for damn
I
sure.
love it,
Skull,
brother.
baby.
I love. Well, let's
Oh my
not get
goodness.
caught on that. I might go on a rant Monday morning with that topic because it just I don't know, gets me fired up. But let's recap July real quick, and then we'll dive into some fun stuff here we have planned for August. I did a little bit of this recap on the Mondays with Mick segment. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Beer month was nuts, dude. It was the greatest call in the history of Samboners. The inaugural beer month. Colin Thompson signs a 1-year contract with the Minnesota Vikings during beer month. Mick dropped the Sambone with Jason Kelsey to kick things off. I'll leave that to rest. But we had some really fun debuts. This dude, Wolvie Coffee. I don't know his first name, but he just dropped another Sambone. Colin, this guy caught the Samboner bug, and he is absolutely crushing it. This last Sambone that he dropped, this kid's got tons of potential. So, dude, keep on Sambone. And another shout out to Dane Mangan, who I chopped this guy's name up last time. I mean, I butchered Dane's name on one of the previous podcasts, but he had a great review. His Sambone was with the Kona. What do you call it? That wave, Kona Wave.
Yeah,
that by far was the most popular beer. Dude, that company must do an unbelievable job of marketing their beer because that was probably the most popular beer Sambone throughout the entire month.
And it's delicious too. I've had it before.
It is.
Big Wave Kona beer.
It is.
It's a good beer.
Great beer. Shout out to Neary. He took down MVP. I announced that on Monday as well. I mean, he just came in, week out, was dropping reviews and Sambones left and right. And he was in it to win it for beer month. So shout out to Neary. And then a couple legendary Sambones. Shout out to Matt Fico, dropped a Sambone from Florence, Italy. Gotta absolutely love it. And shout out to Jim Gober, first time Samboner. He dropped the Sambone from the Dominican Republic, and that was an absolute legendary Sambone. So you just love to see it. And, we're shaking it up here. I know we rolled out the calendar in the beginning of the year. And unfortunately, sometimes you just got to call an audible in life. And that's why we ripped off a grill month. That's why we ripped off a beer month. And here we are like, you know what? We got to shake it up. We have all the momentum in the world. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be a Samboner. What are we going to do in August? And, rather than just call the wild card call, we're here, man. We're down the shore. There's no better time than August. And this is it right here. Like these next 4 weeks are basically what sets everything up for the fall. So we're going to be back to the grind in no time. But for now, Colin, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you say go Sambone the shore?
It's really a great question. You know what I think, honestly? An Italian hoagie.
I love it. I love it.
Just a cold, crisp. It's hot. It's August. Just an Italian hoagie. Maybe with like a ice cold soda. It's hot. You know what I'm saying? I love that at the beach, or you're out.
God.
You're at the picnic table and you're looking at the bay. You're with your family. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. What about you?
Dude, I had the 7-year-old all alone the other night. That the 2 older ones were in Avalon with their cousins. The wife was back doing some things at home, and I'm like, all right, Adeline, you and I, we're going to go out on a little daddy-daughter date. I took her to D'Annunzio's Pizza on the promenade. Cool thing about D'Annunzio's is they give the kids dough to play with, so they're just making all kinds of things while they eat the pizza. It's really cool. And then I took her to the arcade, right? And then we go into the candy shop. And I'm like, all right, you could pick out something for the candy shop. And I'm sitting there like, all right, we're going to be Samboning the shore. And I'm looking at this caramel popcorn column. I'm like, God damn, this caramel popcorn just keeps fucking talking to me. Like, it had eyes. It looked at me and said, Mick, you want to buy this tin of caramel popcorn. So sure enough, I picked up a tin. And here I am walking home 20 blocks, eating caramel popcorn, having the greatest time of my life, dude.
That may be you could argue. I mean, I know Fudge Kitchen, right, sponsor, but good old Jersey Shore Fudge is such a consistency thing. I mean, pizza, hot dogs, saltwater taffies, they're the sweet treats, right? The Fudge and that, and then I think pizza, hot dogs.
You can't discount the novelty drinks too, like the places that you go to, like Braca's or AKA Henry's, they have the 302. Everybody goes there to get a 302. I don't even know what's in it. I gotta look that up. But you drink 2 or 3 of those suckers, and you are on your way, my friend.
Well, I'll say this: how about the good old fashioned homemade lemonade?
Dude, the lemonade stand.
Yeah, the old school. that speaks to me a little bit too.
Oh, dude, I was just hanging with shout out to Bubba Dogs. I was hanging out with Tim the other day. Like, he does a phenomenal job right there on 59th Street, or is it 58th Street, with the Bubba Dogs. He's absolutely crushing it this week because of Delco. I mean, these guys are flying in. They came to Seattle to eat hot dogs. No, I'm just kidding. But, he does the unbelievable lemonade. It's a big lemonade, too. I think you can get it in multiple flavors. Like, the kids are on the beach. They don't even want Fudgy Wudge anymore. They want to walk to Bubba Dogs and get a lemonade and a hot dog. Oh, man, there's nothing better, dude. And that's another thing. What screams the Jersey Shore? What screams Sambone the Shore? Hot dogs. Dude, let's do a top 5. You got a top 5 list?
Yeah, you go first.
Oh, man. I'm still torn. All right, we're going to do top 5. Top 5, like, favorite shore treats, eats, drinks. You know what? It's tough. It's tough. But number 5, I'm going to go. This is sad. I have this written down. A nice, good ice cream cone, but it's got to be a cone of peanut butter ripple, like a vanilla.
Me too.
No!
That's not my number 1, but that's my favorite ice cream.
Oh my God. There you go. A couple guys from Bucks County loving the peanut butter ripple. So that's my number 5. Number 4, I'm going to go with the traditional standard watermelon. I pick them up constantly. I'm always going out to the local farmers markets and grabbing like 2-3 watermelons at a time. I can eat it all day. And guess what? It does fill you up. So it's a great little beach snack. Number 3, I don't often get to do this, but when I do, I love to go over to like Mike's Seafood or Marie's Seafood and just bang home some crab legs, Alaskan king crab legs, regular snow crabs. Like, there's nothing better just posting up with like 6 Miller Lights and crabs and just going to town. And by the time you're getting pretty much done, that like last Miller Light is lukewarm, but you're drinking it anyway. So that's number 3. Number 2, going sticky buns, dude. Shout out to Cream Chip Beef and the family. We're going sticky buns. Mrs. Brizzles does an unbelievable sticky buns. Most like donut shops. I was going to go like cream filled donut, but we're going to go sticky buns. And then last but not least, number 1, I'm going bacon, egg, and cheese. There is nothing better than a nice little bacon, egg. I was going to go turkey hoagie, like you were talking about Italian hoagie earlier, but at the end of the day, like, I could go for a bacon, egg, and cheese right now. I'm feeling it. Like, there's nothing better, or there's nothing that's going to cure that hangover. You jump in the ocean, you get a bacon, egg, and cheese, you grab yourself a cup of coffee, 2 Tylenols, and you are right back and ready to go. Good luck. Floor's yours, buddy.
RIP. I talk about my buddy who passed quite a bit on the show from Avalon, because it reminds me of him. And he's like, all right, kid. He was the best. And he would say, you want to be a vet before you go to bed? Take a couple Advil right when you go to bed, and then pound some waters. Can't be good for you, but in the morning, you'll be all right. All right, Chris. This is like right when I was turning 21, just starting to figure it out. Man, that's a good list. It really is. Again, these are the things that remind me of the shore.
Yeah.
Right? Remind me of, yeah. I think it's a Shuby take by you with the crab legs. Like, they're not even remotely close to the Jersey Shore. So that's Shuby take, but that's okay. That's why you're Shuby. I love you, though. Still a great guy and a great man. Okay, so top 5 shore foods. For me, I'll go number 5, pork roll, egg, and cheese. That's a great point, Mick. I think they don't, man, it's so good on like an everything bagel or a big Kaiser. Like, can't beat that. Number 2, I'll go with some Cape May scallops. I think Cape May's the number 2 distributor, harvester of scallops, I think, in the country.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and they're like the size of burger patties there, and I absolutely love them. You don't really need much on them, man. They're so delicious.
Dude, it's a great call. I love scallops, dude.
They're really good. Number 3 for me, Italian hoagie. I've said it before. I'll say it again. The crisp lettuce, the good shredded lettuce with all the goodies on there. I love that. It reminds me of a cold, crisp bite at the shore. I love a good old Italian hoagie for lunch. Peanut butter ripple ice cream. Mick and I are on the same page, man. If I'm going and we're doing
that's awesome.
We're doing a big Sunday. You need the peanut butter ripple or the peanut butter cups in there, whatever. If I'm going all in, I'm going all in. And then number 1, I think to me, what's just the Jersey Shore, since I've been a little boy, is going to get Fudge from the Fudge Kitchen and getting saltwater taffies. And I used to chew on them on the way to school. They're a supporter of ours here, but that's the taste of the shore to me, is getting a sample outside the Fudge Kitchen or whatever that is as a kid. And going by it like 50 times, acting like I was a new person and wearing different hats so I can get more samples. So that's my list.
Samboners. There you go. If you bet $1 that Colin was going to do Fudge as his number one, the return on that was 20 cents because that was a 1 to 5 shot.
Maybe less than that, but that's the truth. I get it. You can poke fun, but end of the day, if you poll people, like, what's Jersey Shore food? There's some sort of fudge, saltwater taffy's in there. It's not like if you're working on a hangover.
You're gonna have to ship your box. You better drop a good original Fudge kitchen Sambone this month, Colin.
Yeah, I got
it. Maybe at least use it as like eye black. You get like a little chocolate over here, peanut butter over here. Just let it rip.
Dripping into my mouth. I'll say this, Mick. Here's I have to talk to our nutritionist here in Minnesota. They handle all the food and all the stuff to be like when you go on and stuff. They handle like. Let me backtrack. We're playing in Seattle on Thursday. Last time I was in Seattle, I did one of my favorite Sambones of all time. On the field.
Classic,
the field.
Dude. Legendary.
And we did. And Mick and I in the offseason are going to find out the best cheesesteaks outside of Philly, the area, South Jersey. And Tat's Deli, I was shocked. I was stunned. I know I always give great grades. I get all that, but I was really, truly like baffled how good the cheesesteak was. I think this place would be a staple in Philly. Obviously not with the big dogs, but it'd be in a great mix of, hey, this place to get a good cheesesteak is Tat's Deli in Seattle. So I got to talk to our nutritionist here and see if we're going to get Tat's as our post-game meal as we get on the bus and fly back to Minnesota. If not, when we get there, I may have to Uber over or DoorDash something and do a Sambone that will drop later. I don't want to drop it in season, kind of tough, or drop it during the preseason.
Or you could just get the entire team to drop it together on the plane.
Yeah, you would love that.
Kirk Cousins. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Justin Jefferson. Say Samboners and take a look and take a bite.
That's all, baby. Let's go. Man, give us some more updates, though. How's everything going? Has it been going good?
Good, man. And we're talking about a first-class organization. I mean, I can't say enough good things.
It's great.
The NFL is a unique place. Obviously, I'm very humbled to be here. That goes without saying, but all organizations are different. And they're all run well, obviously, right? They have success, but some are different than others on an elite level, and this is one of those places. There's a reason why they've been consistent for a long time as a successful group in the NFL. I mean, the facility's unreal. My dad and my uncle are out here. My Uncle Mark, who did that Sambone from like Halifax or whatever, sitting at the bar that I sent you. They're out here, and my dad was like emotional. Like I've been to how many training camp practices? I've been in 8 or 9 different training camps in my career, and my dad said this is by far the best one I've ever been a part of.
That's great, man.
They have their own stadium inside their practice facility. We had 11,000 people at practice last night. So it's a really cool environment. We have a great tight end room. Coach O'Connell's really smart and dialed in. They believe in.
He's awesome.
Yeah, like
I've been watching that Netflix series, Quarterbacks, dude. You guys have the ultimate world-class leader. Honestly, like it's cool to get a better understanding of who an athlete really is, like the bare bones of who he is outside the field, or off the field, I should say. Like, talk about a family guy with just unbelievable leadership qualities, I should say, and just like the toughness, man. Oh my God, I got a lot of respect for Kirk Cousins, more respect than I ever had after watching that at Netflix.
I watched it. I said right away before I got here, I said that's gonna be a top 10 jersey sell in the NFL right there, Kirk Cousins. How do you not? As a dad buy that for your kid? Yeah, right? I want my daughter or son to be like this guy, leadership wise and toughness and whatever. Doesn't have
a cool story too, man.
Yeah, he's a grinder. He spoke to our team, got out publicly. So I'll share it. He was unbelievable. He spoke to the team for like 30 minutes. Just about like, life and life lessons and you don't need any rah-rah speeches at this level. You either put up or shut up or you lose your job. It's kind of really, really cutthroat, which is fine. We all know it and we live in that world. So Kirk he's so articulate. He's so well thought out. He's talking about the things you control in life and some things like most of it you can't. And he's just it's just a great place. I know Eagles fans, the whole thing with the Vikings things, but you could separate the two and see through kind of the woods, if you will. This is a really cool spot. And we have a great team. Justin Jefferson's on another planet. I've never seen anything like him. Player wise.
Nah, man, he's coming to. You guys are coming to Philly September 14th under the lights.
Come up in there.
Hello. Yeah, time is. Oh my God, I don't like to think about it though. I really don't. I don't like to think. I don't count down the football, Colin.
Everyone will be packed up and out of the shore. Time to leave. We won't be back. I think I'll come down and shut the water off in December.
Oh my God. Yeah, all the locals are waving their rally tails. There they go.
Bye.
Give me a break. Oh, good stuff, man. Glad to hear.
Get down there this fall. I don't want to hear about it. Get down there. What it's going to do is force these places to stay open.
Yeah.
That's what, again, what's up, okay, man? Wildwood stays open too. A lot of places in Wildwood stay open. You got to stay open. Now close. So at least stay open.
I remember coming down here in the fall. I remember coming down here in the winter when the Phils were in the World Series 2008. And if I wasn't at the game, we came down to the Duvel Inn in Strathmere and watched the game there because there was just so much fun and camaraderie. It was just a great atmosphere to be around all those people hooting and hollering, having a great dude. There's nothing like it. You're right, man. You're dead on. September, October, continue to get down here because
the fall is awesome because the fall at home's great, right? In Bucks, Christ, you may not be able to beat it. Places to live, weather, beautiful. But add that weather with the beach, a nice 60, 55 degree day that's no wind. You get to walk on the I don't know. I'm a water guy, man. I need to be near it.
Even offshore. There's places offshore, Charlie's, dude, in Summers Point. Go watch a Phil's game there, a late fall or late run Phil's game there. Some cold beers, some great wings, some other good joints, dude. The Anchorage over at Summers Point.
About the shore too, Mick? You know what's funny is at home. Say you're going to Doylestown, 15, 20 minutes away. You're yeah, sure, I'll run up to Doylestown and watch a game. But at the shore, you're I got to go 20 minutes. I'm not going to leave.
Yeah, I know. Grabs a hold of you, buddy.
Won't leave.
It does.
Yeah,
it grabs a hold of you.
I'll go over the bridge.
Yeah. Nah, this is good, man. This is all good stuff. Lots of good energy here, Colin. Sambone the Shore Month, I think, will bring out the best. Like I always said, it's always debut season here at the Samboners. Look, Samboning ain't easy, but it's necessary. Give it a shot. Fall on your face once in a while, but you continue to get back up, continue to keep on Samboning. We got a nice, oh my God. Phils are about to make a nice run here. I have a feeling that they're going to continue to stay hot as they continue to just, play great baseball without some guy that just has decided not to show up yet, and Trey Turner. Did you see the big theme about him, though? No, don't be worried about him. But they're not going to boo him. Everybody's going to give him a big round of applause when he shows up tonight on his first at bat.
Here's the thing. Listen, it's tough, right? And I think people see dollar signs and they struggle with it. But there's something going on, right? Because that guy is one of the best players on the planet.
Something
period.
Going on.
That World Baseball Classic, every hit was a home run. He's on another planet. He was the best player at that World Baseball Classic times 2. So, I watched that from afar. I've been watching a lot of Phillies this year, right? Being in Minneapolis, I can't just turn them on.
Yep.
And then I'm out here now. But I see from afar and see he'll be fine. And he'll be ready to rock and roll. And you know what's funny? It's going to be a storybook ending too, because he's probably going to ball out in the playoffs. And everyone is going to be we love this guy, So he'll be fine. Just getting his feet underneath of him, whatever it is. And he's got good guys there. Schwarber. Schwarber went down to the minors, right? He was dead in the water. The Cubs weren't even playing him in their World Series runs. He got out of it, right? Harper. That guy's a vet.
That happens. It seems to happen way more in baseball than any other sport. In golf too, I think it's more mental, a lot of mental, and that's
Brutal,
mental
bro.
toughness. That
You got a lot of time too. There's a lot of time. Like football, man, you're rolling. Baseball, it's like, man, it's all stats.
Yeah, but do
Everything's
you let's I'm going to remember the scene in Tin Cup when Kevin Costner had the shanks. Like rather than hitting baseballs into the night or hitting golf balls into the night, maybe you just grab your change out of one pocket, put it in the other, grab a tee, flip it back into your ear, flip your hat back, and stop thinking. You're thinking too much.
Well, it's easier said than done when you're in the moment. You have the pressure, and there's finances, and there's family, and so that's easier said than done. It's like, hey, just take the bat off your shoulder and keep your elbow down and drive through it. Like, to me, he needs to go out. What I would do, get the boys, get the freaking party bus, and rip it up around Philly.
Thank you.
Go rip it up.
Go watch highlights of the 1993 Phillies. Don't even watch the highlights of the game. Watch the highlights of the locker room.
In my opinion, from a professional athlete standpoint, you don't want to watch any baseball. You don't want to watch it. You don't want to see it.
Dude. I'm so glad you said
that. A fan would be like, go watch Mike Schmidt at the plate, Chase Utley, Ryan No, you need to get in a bus, get your best friends, get the Phillies players that get after it, and go. McGillen's, boom. South Philly,
bang.
Boom. And rip it out. Go to Xfinity.
Dude, you are hot today. I love it.
It's just fact. Like, that's what you do. My opinion. Now, of course, there's other ways to handle this. You have your mental strength coach. You go back to work. There's a part of that too. But there needs to be a side where you have whatever it takes for you as an athlete to unwind. For me, it's Monday nights. We're off Tuesdays. A couple beers. Gets me back to neutral. I wake up Tuesday. I'm ready to rock.
Love it.
But he needs to, that's what he's struggling to find. I think he'll be fine, though.
No, I love it. No, that's exactly how to get out of a slump. 100%.
Go to Seattle, hang out with Mick and Pads.
Go to McGillen's, baby.
Right to McGillen's on karaoke night. And Patton sang there. Rules sang there. A lot of legends have sang at that bar. I think all the Eagles players have been there. Text Jason Kelsey. That's what I do. Hey, Jason, want to go out for a couple beers? I know you're not practicing right now anyways.
Couple? My God. Probably
over under. Over under 50 beers is his fundraising event.
Wow, good number. I'm going to go because he whacked. I'd say over. I think he drank 15 by noon. If you're looking at 12, if you're counting the ounces, 12 times 50. It's a lot of beer, dude. It's a lot of beer.
You're going to over.
In one ear, out the other. Give me a break.
I gotta take the over. I mean, why wouldn't he be? And he probably I think they went out and ripped it up after. From what I heard.
Isn't that amazing, though? I'll leave you with this, though. It's amazing. You got me all geeked up, just thinking about the 93 Phillies. Now, granted, I was 13 years old, but I still watched their highlights to this day. Like the Incavillas and Crockies and the Dyksters of the world, like those guys didn't go to bed, dude. They drank Budweisers into the night and woke up and fully functional. Well, I don't know about they're fully functional, but they just continue to get after it and fucking dominate.
Yeah,
unfortunately didn't come out on top, but
no, it's interesting. Like there's a lot of that in football too, back in the day, right? Like I'll hear all the stories, but there's a lot of drug use too. There's a lot of painkiller stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying every player, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying a lot of that was masked by substances, and that's why I think the games are healthier now than they ever been.
For sure.
We're aware of everything that happens. Where before it was like, go ahead, So now we covered a lot today, Mick. It's always a blast, dude. It's great to be back on the show with you. I'm in the training camp now, but as we get into a routine, I'll be off Mondays and half days Mondays, off Tuesdays. So we'll be back and Mick's a little solo right now, but it's going to be nothing's really going to change from a show's perspective. So appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for everyone's support and the messages when I signed here, and hopefully make it last as long as I can.
Keep grinding, brother. Appreciate everybody tuning in. It's going to be one hell of a month. Get your Sambone on. Like I said, beautiful time to be a Samboner. Appreciate everybody's love and support. Keep on Samboning, baby. Happy August.
Samboner out.
Samboner out.
Pop that Sambone, and baby, it's on. Drop